Welcome live viewers, welcome replay viewers to my broadcast. I am simulcasting on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. I was going to say Twitter, aka X, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, all with the same username everywhere, Tiffany TLC Music, all my own music except one song written for me. Most of the music's modern American folk on acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping and some bluesy songs. Hold on a second here. And I am working on a piano. Well, I have a piano arrangement as well. Hi, Lip2. How are you doing? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well there on Facebook. You can chat on any platform except Twitter and have it come through on the merge chat. All you have to do is follow, just like Lip2 here. I'm assuming you're following on Facebook, right? So you follow on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. Tell the apps you want to get notifications live. You get them live. You hop on. You chat. It automatically shows up here, which is fun because then we can connect across the platforms. I've had better days, Lip2. My sleep was not good last night, and I've noticed that I get a lot more like anxiety and like negativity, I guess. And just my interpretation of things is more down. Hi, Ruthie. How are you doing? Big hugs to you. I hope you're doing marginally better than when I messaged with you earlier. I was just telling Lip2 that I've been better. I didn't get good sleep, and it definitely, when it's really bad, when my sleep is really bad, I notice that the same things look totally different. Like I look at them just so much more in such a more of a, I guess, glass half empty kind of way. It's just, Did you? Okay. I'll check that after. Hey, Trevor, how are you? Your heart is still broken. Yeah. Well, I did send the message, so we'll see how that goes. We'll talk more privately about this, but I feel your pain. I'm not doing great, Trevor. I can't believe it's all just sleep, but I woke up. Something woke me up at 3:20 in the morning, and I did not fall back asleep. Thank you. Thanks, Lip2. And I'm feeling it. It really affects my sense of like I'll be working on the very same projects, and it's like the glass is half empty versus half full. I'm just much more likely to get anxious, sort of like think the worst things about like myself or what's going on, or just like feel a sense of dread and doom when I'm like, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Yeah, I don't want to say anything that's too personal, Ruthie, because you never knew it was going to hop on, and you know what I mean? Well, I like to have personal conversations, but like about this, I think I'm just trying to protect your privacy because you never knew it was going to hop on. Did you? Yeah, Ruthie. Or do you sometimes? Yeah, I just, sorry, that was you. Kidding. Oh, you woke me up at 3:20. That would be amazing. But I think I need I'm So Done. I haven't done I'm So Done in so long. This is a classic Friday song. It could also work for Monday. It can also work for any day when you're just like, oh, you're just maxed out. You're watching me on your second monitor. How many people do you have open today, Trevor? If you're overwhelmed, this goes out to you. Company. So long I held myself down, and in the dark, deep underground, I'm coming up, I'm stepping out. It's all I can do now to shine. That I'm so done. Yeah, I wanna have fun. Wanna dance in the sun. With everyone. I know why I was so low. Just Monday. How can we already be feeling that way? How can I already be feeling that way? Oh, bad sleep. We'll do it every time. All right, let's go. Hey, John. John, are you? I don't remember you being on before. Or maybe it's been a while. Let me go back here because I'm thinking I missed a few things. First of all, hello, Keegan. You got a second monitor over the weekend, Trevor? That's cool. Yeah. Well, John, yeah, you're ready for happiness music. You know, sometimes I feel if I'm down, I've got to sing the down music first. Otherwise, I'm not going to feel the happiness music. It's going to ring hollow. I miss being on Twitch still. Aren't you on Twitch a little bit at least, Ruthie? I know you're not on the particular place you want to be, but you had to arrange your entire desk to fit the monitor, Trevor says. It's okay. It was getting junky anyway. It is kind of nice sometimes to clean your desk. You don't know why it said you weren't live for you. That's weird, Keegan. I don't know why it said you weren't live. I wasn't live. Ruthie, you're enjoying being with you and especially with Amber. Yes. John, in Periscope days. Have I not seen you since then, or did I mostly see you in Periscope days? Gosh, it seems like another lifetime ago, doesn't it, John? Can't believe it. Yes, your buddy, Trevor says, yes, my buddy had an old TV he wanted to get rid of, so you paid him $50 for it, but it needed cleaning first. It was really, oh my gosh, an old TV. Oh, I guess not an old TV. An old TV. So you were able to make this TV work as a monitor for your computer? Wow, 32 inches, holy smokes. Same with your poetry. You write what I feel is cathartic. Yes, absolutely. You have to, in my experience, I have to be honest with the down days. Otherwise, the clouds don't clear. If I just ignore them or I pretend they're not there, then I don't recover. You know, I have to mourn. I have to get it out, so to speak. I don't necessarily have to go to the nth degree with it, but I have to acknowledge it. Like, otherwise I'm not going to feel better, you know? I have to have some kind of acknowledgement and addressing of whatever the issue is. Your other monitor is 24 inches. That's still pretty big. It's your count that drives you crazy, so it has issues, Ruthie. Oh, John, you lurked? Well, thanks for joining us in the chatting mode. That's awesome. So are you following? I hope you're following. It's an LCD TV. I see, Trevor. It's just plugged into via HDMI. Gotcha. Yeah, that is so true, John says. So I didn't know you wrote poetry, John. Do you read it? Have you ever thought of reading it, live streaming? That'd be kind of a neat thing. In a way, I consider my songs poetry. Oh, good. I'm glad you follow. TLC, by the way, to all of you from me. TLC are my initials, but they also mean tender, loving care in most English-speaking countries, and it is what I try to bring to this broadcast and what I strongly urge all of us to give to ourselves. We try to be your own ideal parent. Here's some funny things, like try to empathize with yourself. Self-empathy is not an automatic thing. It's kind of a learned thing. But you know how an ideal parent would say, oh, honey, it's all right, or oh, so you're going through this, and empathize with you, oh, guessing what's wrong, and saying, yeah, I can relate to that, blah, blah, blah. That's what you want to do with yourself. I love you too, Ruthie. And I know Amber loves you too, by the way. I know we're not going to talk about that fully on here, but I know it. Even though you guys, you know, whatever. It's a nice picture for being 13 years old. That's cool, Trevor. 13 years old, yeah. I should do, maybe, you know what? I'm talking with Amber privately about the situation. So that'll be good. And maybe I can let her know that way. So hopping on later, that's right. Last time I was on, I didn't raid. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay, Trevor. Not something we want to, there's a privacy element to it, so trying not to discuss it. I regret even bringing it up. Oh no, my pencil is gone, guys. I can't. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm going to grab it over here. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Here, use mine. Aw. So how are you guys doing? Is everybody else, if you had to rate your state between 1 and 10, or you want to just tell me more with more words how you're doing, I'd love to hear that. I am not doing as well as normal. I've been doing pretty great lately, but I think primarily with lack of sleep. I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You just saw it. My pencil? John? Really? Are you serious? Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing, Trevor. I know I'm always so prepared usually with everything I need right here. Including my water, I'm dialed usually, but not always. Sometimes I don't have it all here. So we did. I'm so done. By the way, thanks everybody for being here with me. I really like that. Yes, I agree. I agree, Ruthie. I think what we can talk about on here is like general things, like when we're feeling sad, we're distressed, like we're feeling heartbroken. We can keep things vague and still talk about our feelings and our needs that are unmet. It's kind of how I think about it. When we want to keep the details private for whatever reason, we can still talk about how they're affecting us. You know, if we're sad or we're lonely or pain or whatever. And then that's how I figure out what songs will help us too. So I think that level is okay usually, if people feel comfortable with that. 90 degrees. Today, it is okay not to be okay. Thank you, Trevor. I could not agree more. I could not agree more. Are you doing okay, Trevor? I hope so. It is 94 degrees here, and the high is going to be 98, Ruthie. Now, we don't have humidity, so it's not as bad as places where there's humidity. So I will say that. Oh, good. I'm glad. Let some of it rub off on me. I've been better. Just yesterday I was better, and the day before and the day before. You know. Yes, I do, Ruthie. If anything, I think I might drink too much water. But anyway, let's do Willow in the Wind. That's something that might help you and I, Ruthie, and maybe anybody else who's needing to be adaptable and flexible and just go with the flow and that kind of thing. This is a good song for that. Willow in the Wind. All right. Yes, one of my more recent songs. Not my most recent song, but it's one of my more recent songs. Oh, cool. A photo. I will look at it. Are you sending it via Facebook Messenger? All right. Okay, let me switch to the picking songs text setup with a click of a button. Just takes a moment. Here we go. Toodaloo. All right. Wow, the volume is so much louder. Holy smokes. I think that might be a little much. Isn't that amazing? Because my quiet songs, I can have so much louder volume and not peak. So that's what happens. But do let me turn this down, smidger. All right. So A Willow in the Wind. Yes, I don't know if this is about, I don't know if it'll cheer you up, Ruthie. Hopefully. It will. It's for me, it's one of those songs, if I'm down, if I'm distressed, I need songs that address that and help me feel better, I guess. But they don't just say, put on a happy face. They try to address the real issues, you know. Let's see. Yesterday, when you plugged in your second screen, moved all your icons, spent an hour. Oh, I hate that. I've had that happen before too, Trevor. I hate that. That's so hard. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Sorry, I just want to All right. When my baby first latched on, I knew right then and there my whole life was gone. No time left to prepare. I panicked a bit at first, tried to make the job seem small, but I couldn't deny for long. My baby needed my all. I was gonna be needed like never before. No control over when or how. When I was needed, I'd be needed right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, let me be. How hello in the wind, welcoming, adopting, accepting. How hello in the wind. Years later I can see babies will no more be not just a bad idea, but becoming a possibility along the way, lost at sea. Not just emotionally, randomly slammed pain, nearly driving me insane. Something in me is breaking, ending like never before. No control over when or how. When it goes, it'll go right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, let me be. How hello in the wind, welcoming, adapting, accepting. How hello in the wind. When my daddy passed away, I wasn't by his side. The nurse said, don't come yet, and said that he'd be fine. I know he wanted to go, I know he loved me so, I know we wouldn't have seen eye to eye, even with more time. But death had taken my daddy before we could even try again. No control over when or how. When we go right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, let me be. How hello in the wind, welcoming, adapting, accepting. How hello in the wind. There's a time to mourn what's lost, to struggle with what's changed, for tears and pain and more. But at the end of the day, for things I cannot change, or wouldn't even if I could, for things that can be hard, whether or not they are good, I wanna dance with what comes, dance like never before, with what I've lost and what I've gained, with what will never be the same. Yeah, I wanna be, I long to be, let me be. How hello in the wind, welcoming, adopting, accepting. How hello in the wind, whether inheriting or raging, a really tough thing. How hello in the wind. Yeah, I wanna be, I long to be, let me be. How hello in the wind. That's what I hope for all of us, that we can be adaptable and flexible and accepting with whatever comes our way, because so much of it we can't control. So much of it. Hey, thanks for following on Twitch too, John. Do you hang out on Twitch much? What has replaced Periscope for you? I think Twitch is the closest thing TikTok is actually very similar, I've been told, for people who stream on there. Unfortunately, it's much harder. Periscope, you could just start streaming. Twitch only requires, I think, 50 followers. That's not too hard. Well, it can be, I guess, but, well, actually, you don't even need 50. That's to become an affiliate. So basically, you can start streaming. TikTok, you have to have 1,000 followers to start streaming. Yeah, I think so. You're welcome, Ruthie. That goes out to you and me. We both need some TLC today, seems like. I'm disappointed that I'm so vulnerable to things that I can't control, like lack of sleep. I can't control that. I do my best, but I can't control it. And I wake up and it's hard not to just look at everything glass half empty. It's so hard. It's amazing. It's amazing the difference. Ooh, what? But not two different streams, right? It is a lot of followers, Ruthie. It is. It's a lot. I mean, I put out like 20 little videos, and it's like, it'd be one thing if each video took me 5 minutes, but I'm very careful with the videos, and I'm trying to find just the right little snippet from a given broadcast to use, and it took so much time, and each time it would gain me maybe 20 to 50 followers and everything. It's just, or maybe 10 to 30, or I don't know what number. It's slow progress, and it's just like, I think I had 25 videos. I'm like, it probably took me 25 hours to do them, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't do it anymore. And then around that time, Amber stopped broadcasting altogether on there, and I thought, well, what am I even doing this for? Because she was my inspiration on there, and I thought, if she's getting discouraged with it, do I really want to go for it? Nonetheless, I do encourage you to follow me for bonus points on TikTok. It requires 2 browsers, but now you'll be playing through the second screen and Auburn on the other. So you can hear both. How can you focus on both at the same time? I mean, don't you end up hearing neither? In settings, you can force an appreciation to use a specific output device. Okay. But I mean, are you trying to like take in both volume streams at the same time, or do you switch back and forth? I just don't know how I would be able to process auditorially and brain-wise both. I probably would hear neither. Well, I think, Ruthie, you're already following me on TikTok. I'm pretty sure. Tiffany TLC Music on TikTok. Interesting. Maybe you're at a party and you're sort of listening a little bit to each person, and there's lots of people talking. That's so interesting. I admire you, Trevor. You are a ninja warrior when it comes to watching this broadcast. I realized I just had about 4 hours of sleep. I don't know how I'm even functional and how I don't have a raging migraine, but there it is. I don't. So let's do judgment free. But I think by the end of the day, I'm going to be really tired. Yesterday, I took Excedrin migraine because I had the second day of a headache, and I was like, that's it. I'm doing that. Even though I had caffeine, and I don't usually have caffeine, I was like, woo! So energized, and now I'm just like, oh, the contrast is extreme. Oh, I always forget, judgment free is on a different thing. All right, let's pull this up. Thanks, guys, once again for being with me. I appreciate you guys being here. It's so lovely to have company on here. Let's see. So I think it's the notepad. There it is. All right. I don't understand why I don't have. Oh. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I wonder if I can insert 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's so weird. I thought I had a, let me insert a, okay, here we go. See if this works. I want to be able, good. So that means I can hear as I pick out the key here. You followed me. Yeah, I thought so. I thought, Ruthie, you've been following me for a long time there. D3 sharp and G3 sharp. Ooh. Here we go. Let's do it. So first we lay a little drum track and then a trumpet track, beatboxing, and then we sing on top of it. Very fun. This is a song about all the benefits of translating our judgments into neutral empirical observations and empathy. I need this song sometimes to help me remember the value of doing that. And it's kind of a fun song. It's a fun way of conveying that educational information. All right, here we go. All right, I can't hear. Here we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys. Still, sorry, I'm just messing around with the volume a little bit. Huh. Wait, I don't mean to send that to reverb. Okay, forget that. It's going to the master. Okay, sorry, guys. Here we go. Doesn't seem really loud enough. Why is that? Is it loud enough? Maybe it is. I don't know. If I judge you, then I judge me. It's all one way or the other, you see. If I am in a judging mode, I judge everyone wherever I go. I'm not going with bad. Nah, I'm not going with good. No right or wrong, no right or wrong, no shame or shoulds. Not gonna judge or blame you and me, no way, just doing win-win. With empathy, to say this is good and that is bad just means I like this and I don't like that. But judgments take a heavier toll, so judgment free is the way I go. I'm not going with bad, nah, I'm not going with good. No right or wrong, no right or wrong, no shame or shoulds. Not gonna judge or blame you and me, no way, just doing win-win. With empathy, judgment free, we can do it, you and me. Judgment free, we can do it, you and me, yeah. Judgments hurt relationships, mental health and inventiveness. Collaboration takes a hit with anxiety and defensiveness. I'm not going with bad, not going with good. No right or wrong, no shame or shoulds. Not gonna judge or blame you and me, no way, just doing win-win. With empathy. Now I may not like your strategies, but I can relate to the human needs that I know everyone's trying to meet, and show you new ways to meet your needs. Cause not going with bad, nah, not going with good. No right or wrong, no right or wrong, no shame or shoulds. Not gonna judge or blame you and me, no way, just doing win-win. With empathy, judgment free, we can do it, you and me. Judgment free, we can do it, you and me, yeah. Now someone just won't meet my needs, I can mourn that like a tragedy. Remember, duty is a made-up thing, and seek other ways to meet my needs. Not going with bad, not going with good. No right or wrong, no right or wrong, no shame or shuts. Not gonna judge or blame you, the way it's doing win-win with everything, yeah. Judgment free, we can do it, you and me. Judgment free, we can do it, you and me, yeah. Yes, I got you toe tapping. Awesome. I have to tap too. I'm tapping my feet because I've got a metronome in the background and I've got to put it in my body to get it. That's so cool. My initials are apropos. Thanks, John. Thanks. Is that fire, Keegan? I should have my Twitch open so that I can see that anytime people put up emoticons, they come through so much better when I'm looking directly at Twitch. You know what? It probably won't even show me because if I'm not watching when they come up, I've noticed sometimes I don't see them. Oh, no, they're clapping hands, Keegan. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. What I'm wondering though is I'm wondering if the background was high enough. Or the backdrop, the looping, because it's funny, it sounded so quiet to me and I couldn't figure out why. Curious if I just played loops again for a second. Let me see. I mean, that's louder, but then if I was singing, if I judge you, then I judge me. It's all one way. They see. Interesting. I guess if I have my voice, I don't understand. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should have the master higher for that. I'll fool around with it. Save. Let me just save this and then I'll, I'm just going to leave it open. Maybe after I'll fool around with it. Thanks, guys. I needed that because I think today when I woke up thinking the glass half empty, I woke up with so little sleep, like 4 hours of sleep. And I noticed my attitude was completely different, just so much more anxious and like looking at the glass half empty, and also kind of self-judgment. Like I've been dealing with this particular situation in one of my projects for months. I've known this fact. There's no new information, but somehow today I got all like the state of affairs as they are now was suddenly my fault and I've done something horribly, that there's blame to be had, and that rather than just, hey, maybe this wasn't a good fit between me and this person I was working with, just like, no big deal, just look and see if I can find somebody else. Instead it was like, I've done something horrible. Oh, I'm a bad person. Oh, like shame and judgment. It's like, wow. Just because I only got a few hours less sleep, like nothing else has changed. Yeah. You woke up early. Yeah. How early did you wake up? Oh, yes. Oh, so you liked how the music was, not to overpower the vocals. Yeah, but sometimes I've noticed with my looping, and I can't remember if I've fixed it since then, like, I'll have to listen to the broadcast and see. But I've heard it sometimes where I can barely hear the background, and that's not fun. Like, I want to hear the background a little bit, Then you got cranky. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Cranky. That's the word, Ruthie. Cranky. Just like everything, like, yeah, it's harder to be patient. For some reason, it's coming out for me as more like a sense of dread and like, oh, everything's like something I've done that makes me like a bad person. Like, wow. So I needed judgment free, really, when I want to translate everything into neutral terminology, and just when people aren't happy, it's because, hey, I just wasn't able to meet their needs, or hey, they weren't able to meet my needs. We just weren't quite a fit. Just to find it's so much easier to make rational decisions and assessments of things when I'm not translating everything into judgments, or rather, if I'm judging, that I translate back into neutral terms. Oh my gosh. 5:30 a.m. for work and 4:45 a.m. for exercise. You heard it, John. The neighbors across the street just had to get a new driveway, even though there was nothing wrong with the one they had. Wait, are you having jackhammering happening out there, Trevor? That's what I'm thinking. But I agree, going back over, I feel like I'm missing things. You heard it. You're saying you heard the level that I had. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I should close it without saving. You know what? That's what I'm going to do, because otherwise I want to know how I had it when you heard it, if that makes sense. So that I can listen to the broadcast and I can go see how the settings were at the time. If I change them now, then I'm not going to remember. So the other thing that happens to me when I don't get enough sleep is my thinking gets unclear. I know I'm not alone in this. This isn't just a Tiffany thing. This is people and how they are without sleep. This is a known thing, but it's still, I want to be impervious and untouchable to all problems. Save? No, I'm not going to save. Okay, I had to switch. Gosh, it's so quiet. All right, we're going back up here. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, so this is for the last song. Let me see what was said. Ruthie, especially 6:05 for church, and I sleep in on Saturdays, 6:15 a.m. Ruthie, I am impressed. Let me ask you this. When you're talking about getting up anywhere from 5:30 a.m. or 4:45 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. or 6:15 a.m., what time do you go to sleep? Are you able to go to sleep at like 9? If so, I'm so impressed with you, and I'm envious of you, because it is really ideal to sleep between 9 and 6-ish from a circadian rhythm perspective. And that is a traditional medical science term. I know circadian rhythm sounds like a made-up thing, but it's actually hormonal processes that happen during typical dark hours. And if we're not sleeping during those times, then things don't usually go as well. Impervious and untouchable, words to write a poem to. Yes, John. Impervious and untouchable. Just that I'm not dependent on things that I can't control. Wouldn't that be amazing? To be unaffected. But in fact, yes, thank you, John. In fact, we are insanely vulnerable, and it's amazing. And if things are going well, it's truly miraculous in a way. Just so many things had to come together to be just functional. So much good fortune has to have befallen a person to have all their ducks in a row on a particular day. To be able to function, there's so many things from the genetic to the to the day-to-day, to the geopolitical, to the weather, so many things that we have no control over. Today we haven't been hit by a meteor, just so many things that we're completely dependent on our circumstances, and we just like to think we aren't. It's a very humbling feeling. Right, John? Why must they be in a row? Ducks are so cute but they are awfully cute when they're in a row following their mom. Yes, we need to function properly, Ruthie. That's our goal. I want to function properly. That is a very mechanistic sounding description, isn't it? So guys, I had in mind, if you're all okay with this, I would like to do, as my last song, I would like to do When in Doubt don't. Or when in doubt, wait, because that is also something that I could use. Ruthie, this might benefit you too. When we're not sure how to proceed in a particular situation, we're not sure whether to take on that new responsibility, we're not sure whether to talk with an issue about a particular person. Trying to think of some good examples. We're not sure whether to add that other task to our day. Don't. Now, this is not to say if this is something you want to do and you are sure at some level, but you're just nervous or you're just pretending you always have time. I have different songs about that. This is when you really aren't sure and you need more time. Maybe you're stressing out and you're thinking, I should do this, I should do that. But you're in an atmosphere of stress. For me, the answer is no. Yeah, because I almost always make better decisions when I wait, if I'm not sure. So, here we go. Let's see. I think this is probably going to be... No, maybe not. Do I have the capos? Okay. Here we go, here we go. Somewhere along the line, my daddy told me, when in doubt, don't is the best policy. And as time went by, more and more I could see. Realize something. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Something. I think this is going to be better. Let's try. Sorry. Somewhere along the line, my daddy told me, when in doubt, don't is the best policy. And as time went by, more and more waiting to be sure was for sure the way for me. So I said, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. When you take your time, your choice will be great. Was easier than getting out. So I dare say no when I had any doubts. So I said, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. When you take your time, your choice will be great. On my reptilian brain, I can hear my wife's neocortex once again. So I say, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. When you take your time, the chance will be great. Pros and cons I can find, and connecting all the dots, it takes time. So I say, when in doubt, please don't. When in doubt, wait. You take your time, the chance will be great. I've applied this theory and enjoy the benefits repeatedly. So I still say, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. Take your time. Your choice will be great. Yeah, I say, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. You take your time. Your choice will be great. When you take your time, your choice will be great. Thanks for the hearts, Trevor. Thanks for being with me, guys, and listening to that. TLC to you from me. That's song I need, advice I need, based on advice my dad. I recall my dad giving to me, even though there's certainly people who would say, that's not your dad. That's not the kind of advice your dad would give, because it's not the kind of advice he seemed to follow. True enough, but I swear I remember it. Maybe it's one of those do as I do, not as I say situations. Ooh, dancing stars, Trevor. Thank you. I'm tempted to do No Worries, but I'm not going to, because that's already 4 songs and it is already, wow. Yeah, not too late, but it's 12:21 and I ought to be going. Or I can wait, I can raid. Yeah, we can raid. That always takes a little while, so all the reason. Thank you, Ruthie. Thank you. Hey, John, thanks for the hearts. Oh, isn't that funny, Trevor? I have the same thing. I have some emotes that I really love, like from David Knoll's broadcast. I love his pink. You know, I think I'm going to raid. Wait a minute. No, I'm going to raid Amber, Trevor. I got to raid Amber. Auburn has plenty of people, doesn't she? Let me see here. I always like to raid Amber when she's on. I either raid Amber or I raid... Oh, you don't see Amber? Is Amber not on? Oh. Oh, you know what? Let me do something here. What's happening? Why can't I... What? View dashboard. Okay. Yeah, there's this great way. Let me look at the options. Maybe David Knoll is another option too. But before I do any of that, I'm going to just... Let me just check. Oh, no, Amber's on. Amber only has 8 people and Auburn has 15. So, yeah. Okay, Ruthie. Well, let me put up my little blurb one last time, real quick here about sort of what I'm doing and share that with you before we hop on. For anyone who's willing to hop on and stay for a little moment longer so we can raid, it's nice to have as many people as possible for that. You don't have to stay if you don't want to, but it just takes a few minutes. But first, let me just mention, if you do not know, I am a singer-songwriter amongst way too many things I do. And I love to come on here most Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, do all my original music, except for one song written for me. Most of it's modern American folk on this here acoustic guitar, but I also do vocal looping bluesy songs, and a piano song. To stay in touch, to stay in tune, please do follow me on at least one of those 3. Oh, thanks, Sam. Thanks, Ruthie. On 3 of those spots, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Follow me on one or more of those spots. Best spots to tell the app you want to get all notifications, hop on live when you get one, chat, have it automatically show up here so we can connect across the platforms, which is really special. Bonus points to follow on Twitter, where I make announcements. Double bonus points to follow on TikTok, where I may or may not ever stream, but I have a lot of cute videos. And that's pretty much it for me. Here we go. We're going to raid. I know, Ruthie. I appreciate that. And so I know that's... Bye, Trevor, but don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. All right, guys. Here we go. We're going to raid. All right, here we go. Here we go. I just hope I can show up there. Bye, everyone.